Hi again. There's a new word to describe a fresh bigotry: transphobia. A lot of people of my age, but not exclusively, do struggle or are bewildered by the concepts of gender fluidity. It's puzzlement mostly. But we're all here to be challenged, to have new experiences, ideas, meet different sorts of people and undergo changes ourselves. It's only now in the 21st century that transgenderism related issues, while remaining controversial for some, have become mainstream. Also, a glance through different cultures revealed plenty of gender fluidity. Now, thanks to a quantum leap in thinking, understanding, attitudes, and medical procedures, it's possible to make a transition. As anarchists, we fully support the right of anyone who decides to undergo transition, a decision that's not taken lightly. Even if it's slightly less than 1% of the population here in the UK that have gender issues that may, if they wish, result in transformation, it's still about 500,000 people. I personally find it disturbing that it's not the usual political suspects from the right wing of the spectrum that are leading a transphobic reaction, but a small vociferous minority that describe themselves as feminists. Just goes to show bigotry, intolerance appears in all shapes and forms, along with all kinds of rationalizations for it. When I was born in the early 1950s, it was unusual to have a black or Asian family member. Now, in most of our urban centres, particularly amongst the working and lower middle classes, it's unusual not to have mixed race relations. Who would have imagined, despite the homophobia that still poisons society, that most families have out gay relatives and it's not considered something to be regretted or concealed, but merely is a fact of life? Large parts of society have definitely moved on, if not all. In a few generations, it will be the same with trans people. Every family will have some. Most people will have trans friends and some partners, and little will be thought of it. Meanwhile, anarchists, all of us, should support the manifold struggles of trans people against bigotry in all its forms and manifestations. Remember, some anarchists are trans as well. Just like to make a remark about bend the knee. All power to their knees, these protesting North American sports people. The only time our sports people over here bend their knee is when they dress formally and go to Buckingham Palace to collect their knighthoods, MBEs and OBEs. It's pathetic, conformist, dull and predictable. Bye.